There are many heroes that are important to many people. But what makes an 83-year-old grandmother of two a hero? You won't find her name in the history books, or in the tabloids, or on television, but you will find her name on a new plaque outside of our brand new library here at Nightingale School. And you will surely see a smile on the face of anyone she has touched as soon as you mention her name.
She always has a beautiful smile on her face and her willingness to help out in whatever way that she could. So
she always has the brightest smile and the sweetest hello every time I see her.
She's like the grandmother of Nightingale. That's what we all call her. We call her Granny Franny, and that's what she is. I don't have a grandparents, and she's like my grandparent. She gives me good advice. She gives the kids good advice, and we all love her.
Just who is Fran Sklenar, or Granny Franny, as so many people call her? Let's take a look at this 83-year-old marvel. Frances Barbara Sklenar was born in a modest house on the southwest side of Chicago on December 3rd, 1914.
Yes, I was born here, and my dad died when I was 5 years old. He was rather young, and Mom used to have a big backyard where she had chickens and geese, and I can remember them geese coming after me. They would bite. We never locked our doors because it was a nice, safe neighborhood. We almost lived in a prairie. In fact, the Gage Park High School was a farmer's field.
The house she was born in is the house she lives in today, which was built by her father the year before she was born.
The house I live in has 9 rooms for a big family, which we had. My dad was a contractor, so he built it for us. So practically everybody had their own bedroom.
Fran's father, Joseph Sklenar, married her mother, Barbara Novak, in 1891. Fran was the youngest of 9 children and lost her father at the early age of 5. Her older brothers and sisters went to work to help support the family. Fran has always remained true to her neighborhood. She attended Gage Park Elementary School and at that time brand new Nightingale School, where she volunteers to this day. Fran has some great memories of her high school days.
Walking to high school 2 miles and spend my car fare for potato chips.
After graduating Lindblom High School in 1932, the Depression was on and jobs were hard to find. When jobs again became available, Fran went to work as a typist at Armour & Company, and later the Springfield Insurance Company. During this time, Fran married Paul Goutenet and had 1 daughter, Karen. When Karen was 5, her father died, leaving Fran the responsibility of raising her daughter alone. She managed just fine by working at Central Steel and giving her free time to her daughter.
So Mama had to go and take some training in camping and Girl Scouting so she could be a leader. I stayed with the Girl Scouts through brownies, juniors, intermediate, and seniors.
Her daughter Karen grew up to be a fine adult, marrying in 1968 and giving Fran 2 beautiful granddaughters.
Well, there's not too much family left. I'm the last of 9 children, and my daughter lives with me, so naturally I'm a good babysitter.
Fran retired from Central Steel in 1979, where she was a building clerk for 24 years. But her jobs in life were far from over. Fran devotes much of her time to volunteering. Aside from scouting, Fran was a runner from 1980 to 1983.
We would have a driver, and I would be the runner and go in with a box of food and give it to the person that was incapacitated. And I would take out the food, say, "This is your lunch."
Fran donated her time typing for Nightingale School and soon became involved in the PTA.
Well, I get started with the PTA, and while I was in the PTA and they needed volunteers, I would go in the office and help them register children. That was way before computers came in, so everything was done on the typewriter. It wasn't easy. And then I started working in the kindergarten with them, and then I got graduated to the 1st grade, in Miss Mejia's class. I was learning Spanish right along with the Spanish kids.
And she really made an effort, and she tried so hard to learn the language because she knew that the neighborhood was changing and she needed to keep changing too.
Fran has always been there for her teachers, her daughter, and her granddaughters.
Fran is just a wonderful individual. She not only helped me with her duties as a lunchroom attendant, but she volunteered early in the morning, and also with my afternoon class after her job was done, she would come back and help me with the children.
Well, many parents have helped the school, but she has helped the school for a long time. She's not only done it once or twice, I think this is her third time around, really being involved in the makeup of the school for the betterment of the students.
She's so eager to work, hard-working, always on the go.
What does she help you in?
With books.
What do you think makes her so special?
Because she's pretty. She's helpful and she helps us work.
The library, I don't think, would survive without her help. She's here for the students every day. And I just hope that when I reach my 80th birthday, I have half the vim and vigor that Mrs. Sklenar has.
Well, she's helped out in our PTA membership drive. She's helped out in our hospitality, and she just helps out wherever she can.
And her willingness to help out in whatever way that she could. So to me, that's very special.
She does a lot of jobs for us here in the school. She's been on the local school council. She has been a member of the PTA for a long time. She works at all the fairs. She helps with the different fundraising projects that we have. Her big love is working in the library, and she does a lot of that. But she also works with our kindergarten teachers and with some of our first grade teachers.
Her efforts on behalf of the children and the teachers are, without question, the most important that happen in our school.
From 1990 to 1994, Fran served on the local school council as a community member. The LSC makes decisions for the school. For the past 15 years, Fran has been a member of the Woodrow Wilson Fraternal Lodge degree staff.
The Greek staff I'm in now is a fraternal lodge, and we try to have a program every year where we help other people in need. This year it's the Ronald McDonald Hospital Home, where people stay when their children are ill. And
well, I'm in charge of making the protective pads for cancer patients who are either in a convalescent home or bedridden at home, and she's always willing to help sew the cancer pads.
Fran is also an active member of her church, Dr. Martin Luther, where she helps serve food and works on the Mission Guild, which helps needy families.
Well, I enjoy my Sunday visit to the church. I feel relaxed when I sit there and think, and I just want to help.
Fran now spends a good deal of her time right here at Nightingale, where she's been volunteering for over 10 years.
Volunteering makes me feel good. I like to be moving, and this way I can spread myself out and do something for other people, and I enjoy that.
Fran runs the book fairs and helps with checking books in and out.
But I'm taking a very close attachment to the library because I love children, and I think that reading is very important, as it is the foundation for wisdom.
Because she could probably run the whole thing for 1,400 kids single-handedly.
The library